got a brand new record of The Dark Light. What
It feels old already. It does.
Does it really?
We've been sitting on it for a while.
Oh, right.
So for us, it's an old record, and I already have like a new one already ready.
Okay.
You know, so that's kind of the way we now that we have a really solid lineup, really good players, then now we'll go ahead and get into the studio a little quicker this time.
Awesome. So I was just wondering, what kind of happened with Kevin Talley?
Tally was great. Tally's really good studio drummer, really good live drummer, and he saved Suffocation twice. Exactly the same scenario. Dave Paul Ross comes in the band, does a great record, and leaves. Kevin Talley jumped in and saved the day.
Okay.
10 years later, same exact scenario. Dave Paul Ross comes back in the band, does a great record, and then he leaves again. We're like, well, who should we call? Kevin Talley. And he was great. He served a purpose, and you know, he started doing the family thing and the home life thing and buying up properties and being a smart man. And he goes, guys, I don't want to be on the record if I'm going to leave the band. And so he knew he was kind of leaving the band, and so I got in touch with a couple people and found Eric, and then as soon as we got Eric, we're like, dude, this guy's a beast. He's fun as fuck, he's super good at drums, and let's just go, go, go. So we did a tour with them, and then we did the record, and then we've done 2 more tours. So he's the piece of the puzzle that we needed, you know, to do the record.
What does the name of The Dark Light symbolize?
It's bizarre because I was writing real dark, horrible ideas, and then we didn't know how to name the record, and Terrence pulled them out 2 in a row. Terrence named Pinnacle of Bedlam, and I'm sitting in Terrence's apartment playing rhythms, talking about my words, talking about the song and the lyrics. I go, Terrence, what the fuck are we gonna name this record? And he goes, Of the Dark Light. And I was like, dude, that was like, it hit me right, because it was like, he was obscure. It had a little bit of a
oxymoron.
Yeah, there's a word for that though. A paradox.
Paradox.
It had a paradoxical feel. ... of the Dark Light.
So what about you on drums? What was it like recording the album?
Easy.
It was pretty warm in the room. I had a couple beers in me, and it was I had to pee a couple times.
He ripped. He came in and just fucking peeled him off and then laughed about it.
Derek was in the other room, right on the other side of the window.
Yep.
You can see me just, counting some parts. Like, right now.
yeah, and he went and he switched.
Okay.
But you know, a lot of the time the studio stuff is bizarre, because back in the old day, you play your songs 1,000 times and then go in the studio. Suffocation, and this is a weird thing to say, but we get a lot of the material together, pass it out to the people, and then we go in the studio. So a lot of the time when I'm doing it for my first time, we're doing it for our first time live. We're recording the first attempt of the song, and then you learn it, and then you do it. So, not to say that's the right thing. Don't do this at home. Don't try this at home. It's not the right way to do it, but it's the way we've been doing it, and it seems to be working.
I was gonna say, what made you guys want to do the cover again?
We always do one. It's Breathing the Spawn didn't get a fair shake. Breathing the Spawn came out 1992, 93 on Roadrunner Records, and it got a funny recording. Everybody was kind of going different directions. Every single album, you know, Pierce from Within had Breathing the Spawn redone. We've done every one. Marital on Blood Oath, you know, fucking Beginning of Sorrow on Pinnacle. We did we did one on, we've done all of them but 2. We re-recorded every single song on that record except 2. So we have 2 more albums to go, and then we'll be able to release like a Resurrecting the Spawn album that has like a best of, and it pulls a song off of this album, a song off this album. So we're 2 songs away from redoing the whole record.
Yeah. Great. So you have 2 vocalists as well on this record.
Yeah. Well,
what was that like?
Well, Frank's always going to be there when he can, and it's not as often as he would like. It's the hardship of being on the road that keeps him home. You know, if he could just teleport in and play the show, he would do it. But the idea is he's got a real life. He can't take off that much time from his career. So at the end of the day, we put Kevin on the record, made sure that Kevin's name was in print, made sure that Kevin sang in almost every song. Frank called me up and he goes, man, is Kevin singing every goddamn song? I said, no, but a lot. But he did sing in a lot of them. And then at the end of the day, you know, we go on stage in New York, Frank comes out and passes the microphone to Kevin in front of the fans. So it's a real time passing. We've had fill-in guys, but Kevin is the guy. Kevin is the vocalist of Suffocation when Frank can't be there. And to be honest, Kevin will be there more than Frank. Frank's never gonna leave the band. He loves the band, but he can't be here, you know. So it is what it is.
Amazing. So, what does Of the Dark Light mean to the two of you?
Like, we just met each other and we did that. So now that we know each other and we know we can coexist, can't wait to do the next one. The next one's gonna be insane.
You got a band from like 1990 or 89 putting out a record that keeps up with the industry standards of sound.
That's the tricky part. You know, you got an old band, so you can't leave your old school roots, but you don't want to get left in the dust.
Thanks, gents.
Oh, thank you. Buddy.
Having a chat.
Man, hell yeah.
Let's go get a pint. What do you say?
Sure.